Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Wisdom English podcast. I am Sarah.
And I am Brian. Welcome back to the show, everybody.
Today, we are going to talk about a topic that is very close to my heart, and honestly, something that affects millions of people around the world.
Is it about public speaking? Because that definitely scares me.
That is part of it, but it is bigger than that. Today, we're talking about social anxiety.
Social anxiety. That feeling when you walk into a room and you feel like everyone is staring at you.
Exactly. Or the fear of saying the wrong thing, or the dread of making a phone call. It's that nervous energy that comes when we have to interact with others.
You know, Sarah, a lot of people think they're the only ones who feel this way, but it's actually incredibly common.
It really is. Even confident people feel it sometimes. So today, we're going to learn the vocabulary to describe these feelings and some phrases to help you cope with them in English.
This is going to be a very helpful episode. Let's dive in.
Part 1. Defining the feeling. Shy versus anxious. First, Brian, let's clear up a common confusion. What is the difference between being shy and having social anxiety?
That is a good question. I think being shy is a personality trait. Like you are quiet, you take time to warm up to people, but you're generally okay.
Yes, shyness is mild, but social anxiety is more intense. It's a fear. It's a physical and mental reaction that stops you from doing things.
Right. A shy person might be quiet at a party. A socially anxious person might be too afraid to even go to the party.
Exactly. We often use the word dread.
Dread? What does that mean?
Dread is a strong feeling of fear or worry about something that is going to happen. For example, I'm dreading the meeting tomorrow.
Oh, I know that feeling. The stomach ache, the sweating.
We also use the word overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed means you have too much emotion or too much stimulation and you can't handle it. You feel like you need to escape.
I feel overwhelmed in large crowds. That's a perfect sentence for social anxiety.
Part 2. Common triggers. The phone call. So let's talk about triggers. What sets off this anxiety? For me, it's the telephone.
Really? But you're a podcaster. You talk for a living.
I know, it sounds crazy, but talking on a microphone is fine. Calling to order a pizza? Terrifying.
That is called phone anxiety. Why is it scary?
Because I can't see the other person's face. I don't know when to speak. I'm afraid I'll stutter or say something stupid.
That is very common. You have to rehearse the conversation in your head before you dial the number.
Yes, I write a script. I literally write down, "Hello, I would like a large pepperoni pizza."
That's actually a great coping strategy. Being prepared helps reduce the anxiety.
What about you, Sarah? What's your trigger?
For me, it's small talk.
Small talk? You mean chatting about the weather or asking, "How are you?"
Yes, specifically with strangers, like being stuck in an elevator with someone, or sitting next to someone at a hairdresser.
Curious. What are you afraid of in that moment?
I'm afraid of the awkward silence.
The silence, when nobody is talking and it feels uncomfortable.
Exactly. My brain starts racing. I think, say something, be funny, be interesting. And then I just say something weird like, I like bread.
I like bread? Sarah, that's hilarious.
I know. And then I replay that moment in my head for the next 3 days. Part 3. Physical symptoms. Fight or flight.
Sarah, you mentioned your brain racing. Let's talk about the physical symptoms, because anxiety isn't just in your head, it is in your body.
Yes, it is the fight or flight response. Your body thinks there is a danger, like a tiger, but the tiger is actually just a party invitation.
Stupid body. There is no tiger. It's just a birthday cake.
So, what happens physically? First, palms are sweating.
Oh yeah, the clammy hands. You don't want to shake hands with anyone because you're soaking wet.
Then, heart pounding or heart racing.
It feels like your heart is trying to escape your chest. Boom, boom, boom.
And blushing.
That's when your face turns red, right?
Yes, and it's a vicious cycle. You feel anxious, so you blush. Then you realize you're blushing, so you feel embarrassed and you blush even more.
That is the worst. I also get shaky hands. If I have to hold a cup of coffee or a piece of paper, it shakes like an earthquake.
And let's not forget the lump in the throat.
That feeling where you can't speak, like your throat is tight?
Yes, your voice might sound squeaky or quiet. It's very frustrating when you want to sound confident.
Part 4, the spotlight effect and the inner critic.
Now, let's talk about what happens in our minds. There's a psychological concept called the spotlight effect.
The spotlight effect? Does that mean you feel like you're on a stage?
Exactly. When you have social anxiety, you feel like there's a giant spotlight on you. You think everyone is watching you, everyone is judging you.
Like, if you spill a tiny drop of coffee on your shirt, you think everyone is looking at the stain and thinking, wow, Brian is so messy.
But in reality, nobody noticed. Or if they did, they don't care.
Because everyone else is too busy thinking about themselves. They're in their own spotlight.
Precisely, but the anxiety makes us self-obsessed in a negative way. We have an inner critic.
The little voice in your head?
Yes, the voice that says, "Why did you say that? You sound stupid. Everyone thinks you are boring."
I hate that guy. That voice is a bully.
We have to learn to silence the inner critic. We have to treat ourselves with kindness.
Part 6, idioms for social anxiety. Sarah, are there any good English idioms to describe these feelings?
Oh, absolutely. There are some very descriptive ones. My favorite is a fish out of water.
That means you feel uncomfortable because you're in an environment that doesn't fit you.
Exactly. At the fancy dinner party, I felt like a fish out of water.
Here's one. To want the ground to swallow you up.
Oh, that's dramatic. It means you're so embarrassed you just want to disappear into the earth immediately.
When I tripped and fell in front of my crush, I wanted the ground to swallow me up.
Another classic one is, "Cat got your tongue?"
People say this when you're silent and can't speak. What's the matter, Brian? Cat got your tongue?
Be careful with that one. It can sound a bit rude if you say it to someone who's genuinely anxious.
And finally, a wallflower.
A wallflower is someone who stands against the wall at a party because they're too shy to dance or mingle.
I've been a wallflower many times. The wall is safe. The wall doesn't judge you.
Part 6. Coping mechanisms. How to manage it. Okay, we've described the problem. Now let's help our listeners with solutions. How do we cope?
One big strategy is exposure therapy.
That sounds scary. It means doing the thing you're afraid of, but in small steps.
Right. If you're afraid of parties, don't go to a huge gala. Go to a small dinner with 3 friends first.
Exactly. Build your social battery.
I love that phrase, social battery. It means your energy for socializing is like a phone battery. Introverts and anxious people drain their battery fast.
So it's okay to say, "My social battery is low. I need to recharge."
Another technique is deep breathing or grounding.
When you feel the panic rising, stop, take a deep breath, count to 5, look at 5 things in the room.
It brings you back to the present moment. It stops the racing thoughts.
And prepare some conversation starters.
Like pre-planned questions?
Yes, memorize 3 questions. 1. How do you know the host? 2. Are you working on any interesting projects lately? 3. Have you traveled anywhere recently?
Having a script in your pocket makes you feel safer. You don't have to be creative in the moment.
Part 7. Useful phrases to excuse yourself.
Sarah, what if I'm at a party and the anxiety is too much? I need to leave. How do I do it politely?
This is a crucial skill. You need an exit strategy.
Okay, I am talking to someone, I'm sweating, I need to escape. What do I say?
Option 1. The bathroom break. Please excuse me, I'm just going to nip to the loo. Or, in American English, I'm going to use the restroom.
That is a classic. It buys you 5 minutes of silence.
Option 2. The fresh air. I'm feeling a bit warm. I'm going to step outside for some fresh air.
That is a good one. It explains why you are sweating.
Option 3. The drink refill. I'm going to grab another drink. Can I get you anything?
Ah, that is polite. And then you can walk away to the bar and never come back.
Well, try to come back eventually, but it gives you a break.
What if I want to go home? Like, leave the party completely?
You can be honest but vague. I've had a lovely time, but I have an early start tomorrow.
An early start. That implies you have to wake up early for something. Work, gym, it doesn't matter.
Or you can do the Irish exit.
The Irish exit. Is that where you leave without saying goodbye to anyone?
Yes, you just disappear.
I love the Irish exit. It is rude, but sometimes it's necessary for your mental health.
Part 8. How to support a friend. Before we finish, let's talk about helping others. What if your friend has social anxiety?
This is important. If you see your friend looking uncomfortable, be their wingman.
A wingman is someone who helps and supports you in social situations.
Don't draw attention to them. Don't say, "Hey, why are you so quiet? Why is your face red?"
Oh my goodness, never say that. That makes it 10 times worse.
Instead, invite them into the conversation gently. Say, "Sarah was just telling me about her trip to Japan. Sarah, didn't you go to Tokyo?"
That's perfect. It gives them an easy entry point.
And give them an out. Whisper to them, "If you want to leave, just let me know. No pressure."
No pressure. That's the magic phrase. Knowing they can leave often makes them feel safe enough to stay.
Conclusion. Well, Sarah, my anxiety levels are actually lower now. Talking about it helps.
It really does. We defined social anxiety versus shyness. We talked about triggers like phones and parties.
We covered physical symptoms, sweaty palms, racing heart, and the mental inner critic.
And we gave you some phrases to cope and ways to support your friends.
To all our listeners, if you have social anxiety, please know that you are not alone. Even the most confident people you see are probably fighting their own battles.
Be kind to yourself. Celebrate the small victories. If you made one phone call today, that's a win.
Absolutely. Step by step. You got this.
If this episode helped you, please tell us in the comments. Do you have a trigger situation or a coping tip?
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and maybe share this with a friend who might need it.
Thank you for listening. Take a deep breath and have a wonderful day.
See you next time. Bye.
Bye, everyone.